Stop me if you've heard this before. You sit down at the piano, you know your chords, but when you play them, it sounds boring or stiff, like you're just pressing keys. That's because most beginners think learning chords is enough, but it's not. The secret to sounding professional isn't what you play, it's how you play it. And in this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple patterns that'll take your chords from sounding like a beginner to sounding like a real musician. So let's get into it. Here's what nobody tells you. The difference between sounding amateur and sounding amazing isn't talent or years of practice. It's rhythm patterns. Professional pianists don't just play chords, they break them up, move them around, and add groove. That's what makes songs feel alive. And once you learn these 5 patterns, you'll be able to take any song you're learning and make it sound 10 times better. By the way, I made a free chord patterns cheat sheet with all 5 of these patterns written out so you can practice them. Just find it in the link in the description of this video. Now, all of these patterns today are going to use the same 4 chords. We're going to play C major, G major, A minor, and F major. That's it. Same chords, 5 completely different sounds, so let me show you. Pattern number 1, the pop song foundation. Pattern number 1 is called the pop song foundation. This is the simplest pattern, but you hear it everywhere in popular music. Here's what it sounds like. So let's break this down. We're going to play the chord in our right hand and a steady pulse in our left hand. So for example, with C major, I'm going to play the C major chord, and then my left hand is going to play C. So they're going to go together, left, together, left, and keep going like that. Then I'm going to go to the G major chord. I'm going to move my right hand, and it's going to do the same thing, but I'm going to play G in my left hand. Together, left. Then A minor, same thing, together. And then F major in my right hand and an F in my left hand. Together, left. And then we're just going to end on the C major chord. This pattern is all over pop music. It's simple, but it works. The key is keeping your left hand steady like a heartbeat. That's what drives the whole song forward. Pattern number 2 is the sing-along pattern. This one is perfect if you want to play and sing at the same time. Here's what it sounds like. All right, so that's beautiful, right? So let me break it down. What's happening is we're just splitting the chord. So for example, C major is our first chord. In our right hand, we're gonna use what we call fingers 3 and 5, last 2 notes of the chord. And then we're going to rock to the first note of the chord, like this. Then you're gonna move to G major, which is GBD, and do the same thing. 3 and 5, rocking to finger 1. Then A minor, same thing. And F major. In our left hand, we were just holding the root notes. This pattern shows up in songs like Imagine by John Lennon. It's softer and more gentle, and it's perfect if you're singing over it because it's not too busy. Pattern number 3, the emotional sweep. Pattern number 3 is one of my favorites. I call it the emotional sweep. This is an arpeggio pattern, which means you're playing the notes of the chord one at a time instead of all together. So here's what that sounds like. All right, so let me show you how this one works. For C major, you're going to play the notes in this order. The C major chord is always C, E, G. So instead, with this pattern, we don't play it all together, we break it up. So we would just go C, E, G, E. And you just do that twice like this. Then you're gonna move to G major. Same thing, break it up. Then you're going to move to A minor, same thing. And then F major. In your left hand, you're just going to hold that root note. And don't forget, if you want all of these patterns written out so you can practice them step by step, grab my free chord patterns cheat sheet. Just find it in the link in the description of this video. Pattern number 4 is the groove maker. This is where we start adding some funk and energy. Here's what that sounds like. Now let me break this one down because it's a little trickier. What's happening here is a little bit of syncopation. That means you're playing off of the beat. So watch this. First we're gonna go together. Then your right hand comes in. Then your left hand comes in. So watch that slowly. Watch that one more time because I know it's hard to keep up with that one. Together, right, left, together. Then you're going to move to the next chord and do that. Now I was playing an octave in my left hand. That's where we go 2 C's or 2 G's. You can just do that with 1 C or 1 G. You don't have to do an octave. So in the end, it will sound like this. Pattern number 5 is the show-off. Pattern number 5 is the most advanced one, and that's why I call it the show-off. This is an arpeggio pattern with syncopation, so it's got a little bit of everything. So here's what it sounds like. All right, like I said, this one was the most tricky. So I'm going to break down the right hand first. We're going to start with C major, which is always C, E, G. But when we do this pattern, we're actually starting on E, the middle note. Then we're moving finger 2 to G, finger 3 to C, and then 3 and 5 on C and E, and then we go right back down to G and E. So watch that really slowly. Then we're going to do the same thing with G major. We're starting on B, which is the middle note of the chord. A minor starting on C instead of A, the middle note. And then F major starting on the middle note. But you use the same fingers for every single time you play it. So watch the fingers one more time. In my left hand, I'm just holding the root, so you can either do one note or you can do an octave. So in the end, it sounds like this. When I made this pattern, it was actually inspired by Elton John, so you hear it in songs like Your Song. It's flashy, it fills the space, and honestly, it sounds impressive. The key is to practice it slowly first and get the finger motion down, and then speed it up. So look, you don't need to spend years learning complex theory or reading sheet music to sound good at piano. You just need the right tools. These 5 patterns are tools, and once you've practiced them, you'll be able to sit down and make any song sound full, professional, and musical. That's the difference between playing chords and actually making music. Don't forget to grab the chord patterns cheat sheet. It has all 5 patterns written out with practice tips so you can master them step by step. Just find it in the link in the description of this video. Up next, watch this video where I show you how to play your favorite songs with a melody using lead sheets. It'll show you how to take these chord patterns and add melody on top. And if this video helped you, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.